George Birge.
Congratulations, buddy. A #1 song. Come on. How does it feel?
It feels like a dream. I mean, I have been chasing this literally my entire life, and there were so many nights where I felt like it was too big a challenge or never going to happen or what am I thinking? And to have it all come together, especially at a time when the world's kind of like slowing down and I get to be home and I got to go back to Texas and see my family and my friends and my wife and kids who had just sacrificed so much for me to be here. Is a really, really good way to end the year.
Yeah, your wife and kids, man. Like, you're off doing the thing to chase your dream and support them, and they're also supporting you, but that's got to be a hard part of what this industry is.
And it's like, I couldn't do it if they didn't believe in it. You know what I mean? If I didn't have that to come home to, it's hard enough. There's enough second guessing when you're out there by yourself. So to have that foundation behind me was just the best. So it's been a dream of a year.
Your wife's way prettier than you. Thoughts?
We started dating freshman year of college, and I think I asked her to marry me right after our senior year because I knew that was I couldn't let that get away. I'd way outkick my coverage. She was a cheerleader. I was a golfer. There was no reason she should have been dating me, so I'm very lucky to have locked that one down.
What would you say to yourself 5 years ago?
I think the hardest thing for me to learn that took the longest but was the biggest turn of a corner was learning how to say no. I got to town and I saw what was working on radio. I saw people getting famous, and I just tried to be like, well, if I'm more like this, or if I chase that, or if I make myself sound more like him, maybe it'll work. And it wasn't until I was on the verge of giving up and just saying, you know what, I'm just going to be me, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, I'll go figure out something else to do, that it actually worked. And so I think when I learned how to, turn the rest of the world off and just be honestly myself was when I figured out how to make the music that I wanted to make.
Was it cool to have that song slowly start to be sang back louder and louder and louder? Like, could you just see the growth of it?
It felt... this is such a dumb reference, but I don't know if you've ever seen the movie That Thing You Do, but I felt like I was living inside of that movie. It was like, it was such a big dream. I had played empty bars. It always just felt like it was never going to happen, and then all of a sudden it started to creep, and then people started to find it and share it with their friends, and then all of a sudden I see my social media going crazy, and then all of a sudden I show up and there's people actually in the audience, and then people are singing every word back, and people are telling me about how they danced to that song at their wedding, or how they, proposed to their girlfriend with that song, and just seeing people put it into their lives, a song that meant so much to me. I wrote that song about my wife, how I felt about her when we started dating in college, how I still feel about her now. It's like on borderline obsession. You're just crazy about them. They consume every thought. And we make music to try to relate to other people, and to see people in the world take that song and feel something from it too was like, it was the most magic thing in the world for me.
George Birge is here. He told me, he said, don't watch Leave the World Behind.
Yeah, I love some Julia Roberts.
You and I were together, and you were like, never watch that movie. And I didn't know what it was. And my wife that night goes, hey, do you want to watch this movie? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, oh, George said don't watch it. It's terrible. And then she's like, well, what happens? I was like, well, he just said, I'm not going to say anything specific about it. But we watched it, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
I think maybe you're smarter than I am. The first half of the movie, I was so in. There were so many storylines being set up. I felt like there's about to be this just complete mind-bending turnaround payoff bow at the end of it. And I'm a guy that needs closure.
That's it. How'd you feel about the end of Castaway?
I hadn't seen it.
What?
I know. I know Tom Hanks. I know Wilson. I had not seen Castaway. I'm embarrassed.
What?
Maybe we'll put that on the list for tonight.
Okay.
You know he's in it, or you know him?
No, he's a personal friend. I'm just kidding. No, I just know he's in it.
Yeah, we disagreed on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate it. You were like, it's the worst movie I've ever seen. I never want it back in those hours back. I need to have them back.
My imagination is not great putting endings together. I need whoever made the movie to do that for me, and I didn't feel like I walked away with closure from that one. Maybe that's what it was.
Got it. Well, I loved it, and we are very different.
I feel like we need to put that one out to the jury, though.
Well, a lot of people hate it. It's very common that people hated that movie.
I was like, oh, Bobby said this is so good, and I was going to watch it with a friend the other night. And they already watched it, and they said, oh, I hated it.
That makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, no, a lot of people hated it. Don't worry. What's this? There's something here. Should I just grab it?
I brought a little something in, man. You have been a great friend, and I will never forget I was just posting covers on Instagram about 2 years ago, and you weren't even following me at the time, I don't think, and you sent a message on a post that I had, like, with no engagement, and you just said, "Hey man, this is good. You should come on the show." And I about fell out of my chair when I read it, and I came on the show and played Mind on You for the first time, and now I'm sitting here with the #1 song, and so I wanted to bring something in for you, just for being such a friend and a believer in changing my life.
Hey man, thanks.
That's awesome.
Well, you should put clothes on in your picture though.
I even wrote something fancy on the bottom there,
Big
man.
nude from George. Yeah, that's awesome. So one of our mutual friends is Matt Stell.
Yes,
That's my dude. It's your close friend too.
one of my best buds. Yeah.
And Matt was like, "Hey, George's song Cowboy Songs," which I've seen on socials
Yeah.
and stuff. He was like, "That's the greatest song." And I said, "Really?" So I spent more time with her. Like, that is the greatest song. You like that one?
Thank you. That's probably my favorite song I've written. It's one that we started playing live, kind of with no expectations, and people have just been going crazy for it. And so we went straight to the studio, recorded it, working on getting it out as fast as we can, and hopefully going to be my next single to country radio. So super excited about that one.
How many Texans? We got Amy,
Here.
Austin, Texas.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
You?
Yeah, I'm
Wait.
Texan.
Yeah. What? Where?
Austin, Texas.
Okay.
McAllen, Texas.
Okay. George.
Austin, Texas.
And you, Ray, what are you? You're
San Marcos.
No, but you're
yeah, but
Michigan.
he's from the north.
I went to Texas State.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we're just saying who's from. So we got
Lunch and I actually went to rival high schools.
Yeah.
not the same time though.
Well, so,
No, different times, but yeah.
I was a little older.
Yeah. A little older.
We
yeah.
know.
Dang.
Yeah.
well, my
I got
school
famous
rivaled
first.
his too.
No.
Where
no,
did
no,
you go?
No, he went to McAllen.
I went to McAllen. Yeah.
Well, I went to
No, no.
Austin High.
No, this
No
is like
way.
real rivalry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
nobody
real.
cares about you guys' high school rivalry. I'll be honest with you. We're gonna play super easy Texas trivia.
You guys want to hang out sometime?
Okay.
All right, so put on your letter jackets. Go to the mall shop another day. We're
Hey,
gonna
I
do
was prom king.
super easy Texas trivia. If you miss it, you're out.
Oh,
Ready?
jeez.
All right, Amy. What's the capital city of Texas?
Austin.
Correct. Lunchbox. What's the official state nickname of Texas?
The Lone Star State.
Correct.
Oh, gosh.
Eddie. What city is the Alamo in?
San Antonio.
Correct. George. What city is known as Space City and is home to NASA's Johnson Space Center?
Houston.
Correct. Everybody's still in. Good job. Amy. What's the state flower of Texas?
Bluebonnet.
Correct. Lunchbox. What university is located in College Station?
Texas A&M.
Correct.
Gig 'em.
Eddie, what river forms the natural border between Texas and Mexico?
The Rio Grande.
Correct. George, which iconic event takes place annually in Austin and showcases music, film, and interactive media?
South by Southwest.
Correct. Amy, what's the name of the football stadium in Arlington that serves as the home of the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, y'all went there.
We have been there, yes. Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys. Oh, it's a big one. They just got the new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And it's like got all the screens. Say it again. Say something again. Cowboys.
Time.
Incorrect.
The answer is
AT&T.
Stadium, yes.
Oh, AT&T. That.
All right, Amy, you've been eliminated from Texas trivia.
Did it used to be something else?
Cowboy Stadium, maybe?
Maybe when you were 2.
Whatever.
All right. Lunchbox, what country singer is known as the King of Country?
George Strait.
Correct.
Yeah.
Eddie,
like
what
that.
Texas city is known for the Riverwalk?
San Antonio.
Good. What's the largest city in Texas by population? George.
It's got to be Houston.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, he was almost eliminated.
Yeah, that's close.
Well, Dallas, Fort Worth together,
Yeah,
but
it's
separate. What's the state tree of Texas, Lunchbox?
Yep.
What's the state tree?
Yep. Yep.
He's got it. You can tell it's coming to him.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at that Austin FC like logo, their soccer team, it is that.
What is that?
State tree of Texas.
A big sucker. Give me an oak.
Incorrect.
What is that called?
Pecan tree.
Never heard of it?
It's rough.
No, I wouldn't have got that.
Eddie, what city skyline has Reunion Tower that resembles the top of a microphone or disco ball?
Dallas.
Correct. George, what's the name of the State Fair of Texas mascot?
Big Tex.
Yeah,
Wow. He's good.
I feel pretty good about that. Thanks.
that was a good one. Which river flows through the heart of San Antonio, Eddie?
The heart of San Antonio. Would that be the San Antonio River?
Correct.
Wow. I'm glad you got that question.
What in the world?
Which major river, George Birge, flows through the heart of Austin and is popular for outdoor activities like kayaking and hiking?
What is the Colorado River?
Correct.
Okay. Okay,
Nice,
Jeopardy.
Nice.
Eddie, which famous Texas battle fought in 1836 played a crucial role in the state's fight for independence from Mexico?
Alamo.
No, incorrect.
What?
It's the Battle of San Jacinto.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
You gotta know that one, Eddie.
You got to get this right,
George
George.
for the win. Which famous 19th century cattle trail stretched from Texas to Kansas used for cattle drives? Can you name that cattle trail?
I would have got Battle of San Jacinto.
Okay. All right.
Which famous 19th century cattle trail stretched from Texas to Kansas used for cattle drives?
I don't know. I'm
You
out.
know it?
Is it the Oregon Trail?
No.
What in the world?
Oregon?
She's over there shaking like she has, like she got a pee real bad. No, it's the Chisholm Trail.
Chisholm.
All right,
That's where I live. Chisholm
Sudden
Hall.
death. You guys buzz in with your name.
Got it.
You yell George, you yell
All right.
Eddie if you know it. Here we go. Which desert is located in West Texas and is the second largest in the United States?
Desert?
Desert.
No? Okay. The Chihuahuan Desert would have been the
Never
answer.
heard of it.
All right, next up. Who is often referred to as the father of Texas for leading
Eddie. Sam Houston.
Incorrect. What? For leading the successful colonization of the region. Who is often referred to as the father of Texas for leading the successful colonization of the region? George Birge.
Stephen F. Austin.
Correct. Winner.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to the show, Eddie.
Wow. He beats me at everything.
Good job.
I actually paid Eddie $100 last time we played golf, so it feels good to win this today.
Let's do one more song here. So that song that you and Eli Young Band did, Amy's Back in Austin, the cover. Why'd you guys do that?
So, first of all, to get the call to do that was like the biggest honor ever. Growing up in Texas, I listened to Little Texas a ton, and that was my favorite Little Texas song. And you know, this like starting to get some momentum with having our first hit song and like being conversations and having people even think of me is like so new. So Little Texas was putting out a tribute album, and they reached out and asked if I wanted to sing Amy's Back in Austin with Eli Young Band because I'm from Austin. And it blew my mind to even be considered for that because A, that was a soundtrack of like my childhood, and B, Eli Young Band is like one of my biggest influences coming out of Texas. So I was over the moon to do it. It was an instant yes for me, and it was so much fun to get to do.
Wow. Congratulations, buddy. First
Thank
number
you,
one.
thank you. What a feeling.
What a feeling. I mean, I don't feel it, but you do, and I like that. At George Birge on Instagram. So doing those Parker McCollum dates, like Burn It Down tour. What's up? What else are you doing live music-wise this year?
So we have a huge tour announcement coming top of February, probably biggest tour that I've ever been a part of. And then we've got a bunch of festivals coming. It is going to be a really, really big year. We're going to be all across the country. New music coming, big tour coming. 24 is going to be one for the books for us.
That's super exciting. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks,
There
buddy.
he is. Our friend George Birge. Thank you.
It's about